story, cozy story time, right? Yeah, cozy story time. The book I wanted to share is one of our newer books. It's titled Knitting for Dogs by Laurel Molk. I was interested in this book for a few reasons. I like to knit. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it. I really like dogs. And my full name is Mary Spears Polk, and this author illustrator's last name is Molk. It's like Polk with an M. Anyway, let's get started. Knitting for Dogs. Max is a big dog who lives with Izzy, a medium-sized girl with big ideas. Izzy loves making things, all kinds of things. Birdhouses, bee houses, a wooden swing. A tent for two, and even a catapult for Max. A ball catapult is great. So when Izzy took up knitting, she thought it would be easy. And it was. She knit stripes, checks, and heart, a long scarf, a warm hat. I love my knitted hats and scarves. Then Izzy started knitting herself a sweater, but it wasn't quite right. Izzy turned it this way and that, but she couldn't figure out how to fix it. Max, explained Izzy, sometimes it's best to just start over again. Yeah, sometimes it is. I've had to do that before. So this is what she did. The second sweater was no better than the first. Max, explained Izzy, failure is part of the creative process. We just aren't used to it. Yeah, that's true. Izzy gathered yarn and knit a third sweater, but it was another knitting disaster. Each sweater was worse than the one before. So many mistakes, too large, too small, too loose, too tight, sleeves that simply weren't right. Max, what should I do? Knitting wasn't so easy after all. Izzy can make birdhouses, bee houses, a swing, a tent, and even a catapult. Why couldn't she make a sweater that fit? Max made a warm, cozy nest with the cast-off sweaters. Izzy sighed. At least they're good for something, Max. And then Izzy came up with an idea. Do you want to guess what her idea is? Let's turn the page and see if we're right with our guesses, or correct with our guesses. A great idea, a new, wonderful idea. Oh, I'm kind of excited. I can't wait to find out. Grabbing her scissors, Izzy shouted, Max, you're a genius. And with a couple of snips here and a few stitches there, Izzy changed a sweater full of mistakes into something fabulous. It's not at all what I planned, she told Max, but I think it's even better. Much better, in fact. Approved Max. Warm as toast, Izzy raced to the park with Max. Have you figured it out yet? They've given us some clues. While all the other dogs played, a skinny little dog, we should talk about this before I turn the page. I forgot. Who is wearing the sweater now? Max is! That's right. She snipped off the sleeves and she put the sweater on, and then she put the sleeves on Max. Like instead of leg warmers, they're arm warmers, or leg warmers, the two front legs for a dog. Look at that, there they go. So that was the much better idea. And that is a great sweater for Max to wear, especially when it's cold and snowy. And so there they are at the park, and Max is warm and snuggy in the sweater. And while all the other dogs played, a skinny little dog huddled under Max, shivering. But Izzy knew just what to do. She and Max dashed home and came back with another fabulous sweater remake. She's gonna give this kitty one of the sweaters. Soon everyone at the park was bringing Izzy yarn. Look, here's yarn for Solo, Fifi, Rex, Ozzy, Otis, and River. All the dogs want sweaters. She knit up a storm with Max by her side. Oh, look at them, back to back. There's Izzy knitting. And I think she's telling Max a story. It says, once upon a time, there was a spotty dog named Max, who along with his fearless friend Izzy saved a dangerous dragon from a sure fit of chocolate-covered cherries. That sounds like an interesting story. Before long, all the dogs at the park were wearing Izzy's creation. They look so happy. By now, Izzy was sure she could make herself a sweater that fit. But that was not the case. Izzy turned it this way and that. No worries, Max, she said. With a couple of snips here and a few stitches there. I wonder what she's going to do with this one. Izzy took the sweater that didn't work and made it into something wonderful. It's not quite what I intended, said Izzy, but in some ways it's even better. Much better, in fact. Max agreed. And look what they did. They turned them into capes. And now they can play superheroes together. That's a good ending. Now, the other cool thing about this book is that in the back, there are directions for a beginner's knitting project. It's called an easy scarf. So it tells you what you need. I love it. That was Knitting for Dogs by Laurel Molk, and I forgot to say who the publisher was. It's Random House Studio, New York. I'll see you next time.